I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. Amen. Amen.
I believe in God, the Father. Up to now, we could all agree because we were declaring our shared faith in ultimate being, one that is so ultimate it cannot even be named, so we will call it God. This is the God of everyone. It's the God of the pagans, who is too far above the world to be talked to or even talked about. It is the God of the scientific atheists, the principle of coherence behind the laws of nature. It is the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac, and it is our God too. But that still leaves two big questions. Who or what is this God that I believe in? Imagine you're walking along a small path through the bush on a very dark night. You are startled by something moving in the bushes in front of you. Your heart misses a beat, and the first question that comes to your mind is, what is that? You bravely check it out, and you discover it to be maybe a goat, or a sheet of plastic blowing in the wind. It's an object, a what? So you can deal with it. You chase it away, or you push it aside, or whatever. If you discover it to be a person, the next question that comes to your mind is, who is that? You communicate with the person. What are you doing here? You interact. Perhaps the person is hurt or in trouble. Or perhaps the person wants to rob you and you plead for mercy. But you communicate, you interact with the who. Let's take another example. You get into the elevator in a very tall building and you want to go to the third floor. So you press the button number 3. That causes a whole series of actions which culminate in you reaching the third floor. You don't say please or thank you to the elevator. You use it. Most of us have had the experience of dialing a number to get assistance, perhaps from a bank or another company. You get an answering machine and it tells you to press certain numbers. The machine is a what? Eventually, you get to speak to a human being. You communicate, you explain your problem, and you say please and thank you. And probably he or she says, have a nice day at the end of the call. Who or what is God? If we regard God or being itself as a what, then we relate with God as an object. If God is a what, being, operating according to the laws of nature, then we can manipulate it just as we can manipulate the physical world around us. A what can be used and manipulated, but we must interact and communicate with a who. It is generally regarded as true that man is made in God's image. So in a religion where God is a what, human beings are whats as well, objects that may be manipulated and used. In some religions, people thought that they could manipulate their God by sacrifices. In a time of drought, perhaps, if blood was spilled, the rain would fall. In more modern scientific religions, or rather isms, like consumeristic capitalism and atheistic communism, their God is the ideal state of the human race. And so human beings may be regarded as units of labor or units of consumption, as whats to be exploited, or even perhaps starved or liquidated. For the religions of Abraham and Isaac, Judaism, Christianity and Islam, God is definitely a who, not a what. This means that as we go through life, by our very existence, we relate to being in an I-thou relationship, not an I-it relationship. If we treat God as a who, we will not be able to treat another being as a what to be manipulated. This is all very well and good, but it is also very dangerous.